So how is everybody?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. My name's Edward Allen. I am the Vice President of Beverage for Carnival Cruise Line. Welcome everybody here to Carnival Vista and to the Red Frog Pub and Brewery. I know a lot of people didn't mind coming and spend Sunday with us, have a few free beers, some great barbecue, right?
Yeah.
So when we launched Carnival Vista back in 2016, we had this idea that we wanted to have a brewery on board and be the first cruise line in North America to launch a brewery, to make our own craft beer right here on board Carnival Vista. Obviously not an easy undertaking, something none of us at Carnival had ever done before. You know, we knew we needed to make sure we had the right beers. We knew we needed to make sure we had the right venue to serve the beers in. Obviously, make sure we had the right person to make the beers for us. I can talk all day about beer, but I really needed an expert and a pro.
And the people that drink it! Yeah!
And it wouldn't be Carnival without our team and our guests.
Yeah!
Larry!
Who's your beer expert?
Right over there.
What's his name?
Over here? Oh, well, Colin Presby. We'll get to Colin in a second.
Oh, who cares about Colin?
As we started working on Carnival Horizon, which is launching in a matter of weeks at this point, we wanted to do something different and unique, but we knew we wanted to make sure we had craft beer brewed right on board our ship to offer our guests really the freshest, most local craft beer you can get. And we started working with our longtime partner, my favorite Food Network star, Guy Fieri, right? Guy is not only our favorite, but a member of the American Royal National Barbecue Hall of Fame. It's a mouthful, right? I had to write it down. And we wanted to do something great with him. So we came up with this concept to do Guy Fieri's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse and Brewhouse. All these great appetizers you've gotten to try today are coming straight off the menu from Guy's Smokehouse, as well as the 4 beers you've gotten to taste today that we've been working diligently on here on Carnival Vista, getting ready for the launch of Carnival Sunshine, or Horizon. Yeah, it's like kids, right? They're all equal.
I love all.
With that said, and without further ado, I'd like to introduce Colin Presby, who oversees all brewery operations and is our head brewmaster here at Carnival Cruise Line, and we'll be launching Guy's Smokehouse, Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse in a few weeks.
All right, thanks, Eddie. As Eddie said, I'm Colin Presby. I'm the brewmaster for Carnival Cruise Line. I've spent the last year and a half, feels like, about almost 2 years here on Vista. Prior to that, I had been brewing professionally for a number of years, but obviously not on a ship, so this was a very different change of venue. And I got the opportunity over that last year and a half to get to know a lot of fantastic people in our team, get to know our guests, and get to know kind of how things roll on the ship. So I took the experiences that I got over the course of that time, and when Eddie started coming up with some ideas for the next ship and for Horizon, for the brewery there, he mentioned barbecue, and I thought of a couple really good ideas for beers. And so we went back and forth with some beer ideas, started to formulate some recipes, and I think we've got 4 pretty tasty beers for you today. We were able to do test batches of all 4 of those beers. In our firkin today, this is the Farmhouse Ale, which is also on tap and has been going around. This is our Parched Pig Farmhouse Ale. It's a Belgian-style saison. It's a nice, very dry finish, a little bit spicy, coming from the yeast that's used, the specific yeast that's used in this beer. To go along with this, we also have our Parched Pig Toasted Amber, which is a nice kind of easy drinking, very approachable, a little bit malt forward, got a little bit of toasty, biscuity notes in the malt, not a lot of hops in that. Our Parched Pig West Coast IPA is the other side of that, with a lot more hop character, a lot more bitterness, resiny, piney hop character to that. That's going to be for our hop heads. We've got, IPA is the best-selling craft beer style in the US at least, and so our guests are coming on board looking for hoppy stuff. So that will go very well also in a good food context. Coming up with these beer ideas, we came up with things that would stand up well to the intensity of flavors of the barbecue, because that's the context. We're going to be drinking the beer and having food, and beer and food go so well together. The last one of our beers for Horizon is the Parched Pig Smoked Porter. And that's one that I'm particularly excited about because this was something that, in coming up with some ideas, we talked about a smoked porter and a little bit of complementary pairing with barbecue. The smoked goes really well, nicely with the barbecue, but also because we have a smoker on board, we're able to take malt and smoke it right here on board. So as we go forward with this beer, we will be using malt that's smoked on Horizon. For this, we did a test batch out on the promenade here and smoked the malt. But it lets us have a little bit more control and get a really nice smoky flavor to go well with the barbecue. So those are our 4 beers. They're the foundation, and as we go forward with it, we will rotate in some seasonals, but starting with a nice selection of 4, and hopefully get a chance to try them all today. Did I miss?
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So Eddie is going to be tapping our firkin. If you were here for the guava wheat that we did last year, or if you're familiar with British style cask or American craft beer, a firkin tapping is kind of a little bit of an event. So I'm gonna have Eddie tap the firkin. Hopefully it goes nice and smoothly, and we'll be pouring off of this. Can I get a picture? Thank you. All right.
I'd stand back.
Are we gonna do it?
You never know, right?
I have faith in you.
Are you gonna hit me?
It is my favorite. I'm ready for a beer, so it should be smooth, right?
All right. We got it. Now I'm gonna stabilize a little bit, and I'll get my once it breaks through. I'll move my hands. Ready? Go ahead. Keep going. Nicely done. Beautiful.
You heard that?
Didn't have to say
Nicely
that.
done.
That was fantastic. All right. Very cool.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Eddie, you got it?
Hooray, beer!
There we go. That was very well struck, by the way. That was extremely good.